Hey, good evening, USA, International, Canada, Long Island, aka Strong Island, the tri state areas of New Jersey and Connecticut, plus the five spots of Brooklyn, Bronx, Manhattan, Staten Island, and Queens. This is your man and homie, G Money Stacks, aka the Gregonator, rhymes with now or later. Your host with the most, misunderstood, lonely nomad, unstoppable independent podcaster, creator, YouTuber, and Queens, New York native who is also a New York Giants and New York Mets fan from the neck of the woods of Laurelton, Queens, New York. And yes, you're now rocking with me by listening, tuning in, streaming, and watching the 439th episode of Off the Meat Rack Chainz New York Avenue podcast. And my apologies for the long delay. I had to take some time off in terms of mental health and in terms of me trying to add more topics to the upcoming episodes that I have coming soon. Um, we're live and direct from StreamYard alongside with YouTube and from the comfort of my room where I do my podcast recordings. Now, if you missed out on any episodes, please feel free to go ahead and click on that subscribe button on the YouTube channel page right here, which is G Money Stacks 555, where you can see all the episodes uploaded to the YouTube channel page. And of course, leave a like and a comment on the episodes and topics being discussed. And if you if you want to know how to support this platform that I'm doing, you can also leave a 5-star rating on Apple Podcasts. With a 5-star rating and a review, it really helps content creators and hosts like myself who create more podcast episodes and the confidence for me to keep going. All right. And also, um, you can leave me a tip if you like the topics being discussed in each episode. All right, whether it's transit, whether it's entertainment, music news, whether it's TV news, movie news, tech, gaming, all that's going to be covered on this show in each episode based on segments. Now, we got some we got some transit stuff to talk about, and I did get a chance to look up a subway topic in regards to some train delays that's going to happen in the month of February. I want to actually talk about that, and I do want to talk about the 1 year anniversary of the bullshit congestion pricing. All right, so let's start off. So let's start off with something like this: the New York Mass Transit Files. All right, I hope y'all had a nice weekend. I know I have, and I know it's been brutally cold, and I will actually gladly I'll cover the aftermath of the snowstorm probably in one of the following episodes in the future. But for now, let's get to the New York Mass Transit mass the mass hold on, New York Mass Transit Files. All right, let's go. You know what it is. All right. Let's talk about the 1 year anniversary of this bogus congestion pricing, shall we? Um, let's get into this. So here's what's happening here. So on the 1 year anniversary of congestion pricing on Monday, Governor Kathy Hochul declared that the program has yielded extraordinary results in reduced traffic and increased economy activity beyond what we could have expected. The governor, during a Monday afternoon news conference in Manhattan, stood alongside MTA Chair and CEO General Lever and Mayor Zoran Mondani. She lauded congestion pricing as a success in reducing car traffic, cutting air pollution, promoting the local economy, and generating vital funding for public transit. We changed how people in this great city and the region um, live, how they breathe, how they act, and now the results are in. Hochul said of the program's impact. That's bull. This is this is the type of bullshit that some people are talking about here, man. Hochul also noted that the once fervent opposition to congestion pricing when it was first launched 1 year ago has seemingly calmed down. People like getting across the bridges faster, like they like coming to the city with more time on their hands. They are happy not to sit in traffic, Hochul said. So, to those individuals who are driving in, their quality of life has improved as well. And I'm really proud of that. And I hope they understand what this program did for them. The governor touted the state's and MTA success in winning most of the nearly a dozen lawsuits that opponents brought in hopes of halting congestion pricing over the past few years. Nobody asked for this shit though. Nobody asked to nobody asked for congestion pricing to rip people off out of their hard-earned money. Nobody asked for this shit. The governor touted the state's success in winning most of nearly a dozen lawsuits that opponents brought in hopes of halting congestion pricing over the past few years. For those of you who are keeping score, I've got more than 10 lawsuits. We have a pretty good record. Every time it's gone before a judge, the judge says, no, no, the state is right, Hochul said. Hochul said she believes the state will have the same result with its lawsuit seeking to block President Trump's administration's efforts to end the program. The Manhattan federal judge in the case, Louis Lehman, will will hear oral arguments later this month. Mondani, who won the mayoralty on ambitious proposals like making city buses free, said congestion pricing is proof of the change that can come when government dares to big things. Excuse me. Um, this is a program that has been successful no matter how you measure it, he said. Congestion pricing charges drivers entering Manhattan below 60th Street a $9 base toll during peak hours. The tolls vary based on vehicle size and the time of day drivers enter the zone, known as the Central Business District. Oh, Lord. Okay. This is just crazy. All righty. So the governor ticked off the program's positive impacts on congestion pricing and safety, reducing the number of vehicles entering the CBD by 11%, equating to 27 million fewer vehicles, allowing those entering and exiting the zone during rush hour to move an average 23% faster over crossings, boosting bus speeds in the CBD by 2.3% and reducing crashes in the area by 7%. She also pointed to the 22% drop in air pollution within the CBD, a 6.3% rise in economic activity in the zone, and Broadway having its best season in history, bringing in $1.9 billion in ticket sales. Furthermore, the state's and MTA's projections indicate the program will raise $550 in net revenues for its first year. They they will then begin bonding those dollars out to bring in $15 billion to fund um, no to fund major capital improvements to the system over the next several years. It's going to bring us more benefits, more than just less congested streets, Lieber said of congestion pricing. It's the new train cars that you are making possible, the new signals, the more ADA, which is Americans with Disabilities Act elevators. The MTA has already approved contracts for signal modernization on the A and C line in Brooklyn and Queens, and to install elevators at 5 stations utilizing congestion pricing revenue late last year. All right. Of course, many of you probably know about the fare hikes that happened a month ago. So so the fare hikes actually happened the day of my birthday, which was January 4th. So um most New Yorkers will have to pay $3 for a single subway or bus ride, up from the current price of $2.90. Reduced fare rides will rise from $1.45 to $1.50, according to the MTA. Express bus fares will go up from $7 to $7.25, while reduced fares during off-peak hours will climb from $3.50 to $3.60. The increase, which was approved by the MTA board, along with tolls on the agency's bridges in late September, marks the first since the fare rose to $2.90 in August 2023. It was initially supposed to take effect last March, but was delayed to align with the agency's full switch from the MetroCard to Omni, its tap and pay system, at, at the start of the new year. The MTA increases fares and tolls, which go toward the agency's operating budget every couple of years to keep pace with inflation, according to the agency. With the fare hike, the MTA's fare capping system will make it so riders do not pay more than $35 a week. Under the fare cap, riders who take 12 trips during a given week will get any additional rides within that period for free. Reduced fare riders will not have to pay over $17.50 in a week. The price for a new Omni card, which the MTA says can last up to 5 years, will increase to $2. Previously, it had cost $1 for a new Omni card or MetroCard. For the Long Island Railroad and Metro North Railroad, monthly and weekly ticket prices will increase by 4.5%. The prices of all other ticket categories will rise by 8%. The peak and off peak prices for city ticket, which allows riders to use the LARR or Metro North within the five boroughs, will go up from $7 to $7.25 and $5 to $5.25, respectively. The same charge will apply to the Far Rockaway ticket. Furthermore, those who buy tickets on one of the commuter rails will now have to pay an $8 rather than $2 surcharge. Tolls on tolls on most MTA bridges will increase by 7.5% on MTA bridges and tunnels. The MTA also has 4% fare hikes planned for both 2027 and 2029. Oh, jeez. Wow. Wow. This is insane. This is really insane, man. Really insane. Yeah. Yeah, so this is getting crazy with these fare hikes. Let me see. Oh, okay. I did pick out an article in regards to the the trying to look for it though. Trying to look for this though. Hold on a second. Um for the month of February. For the month of February. Hold on a second. Um where is this? Okay. Okay. So here's what's going on here actually. So okay, so subway changes yeah, it's already started right now actually. So the subway changes already started since since like last month. So all right, subway changes um are happening with the track switch replacement work that's happening provided by the MTA between the Bronx and Manhattan on the number 4 and number 5 subway lines, which will shake up subway service for 5 consecutive weekends. Weekend changes. Um, Most trains will operate normally during weekdays, but some rush hour number 4 trains will be rerouted to the 3rd Avenue, 138th Street, and number 6 train. Some rush hour number 5 trains will operate on the number 2 line between 149th Street, Grand Concourse, and Nevin Street. Um, these changes, um, these changes started happening between it started on January the 26th and it will end on February the 20th. All right, so For late night and weekend service changes to note, for late nighters, number 4 trains began operating in 2 sections on Monday from 11:45 p.m. to 5 a.m. Effective until February 20th. The sections operate as such. Hang on. um okay, so between Woodlawn and 149th Street Grand Concourse in the Bronx, between 3rd Avenue, 138th Street, number 6 train in the Bronx, and New Lots Avenue in Brooklyn, all local stops made in Manhattan. These changes will be in effect for 5 consecutive weekends, which started January 23rd from 9:45 p.m. to 5 a.m. on Mondays, extending to Tuesdays after President's Day weekend. During these service changes, number 5 trains will act as a shuttle in the Bronx between Eastchester, Dyer. Hold on, Dyer or Dyer? Yeah, Dyer. No, Dyer. Eastchester, Dyer Avenue, and East 180th Street. So, yeah, so there you go, right there. What's going on with the subway services that's happening on the weekends? Now, let me see. Let me see what's going on here. Um, let's see what's going on here actually. All right. Okay. All right. All right, let's talk CBS, man. It's always there's always a layoff situation that we got to talk about here. All right, let's get into the layoff situation. Actually, the merge. Actually, all right. So here we go. All right, so let's get into chatting on the jazz. Let's go. Okay, here's what's happening with CVS and the merge. I think it's a merger that's going on actually. So let's break this down. Actually, I've been saving this for a while actually. So here's what's going on. So so Um, I've been saving this since it happened months ago actually. So I'm gonna go over this right now. So this took place in what is this? Woodsocket, Rhode Island. Are you kidding me? Yeah, yeah, Woodsocket, Rhode Island. CVS Pharmacy today announced the completion of its acquisition of select Rite Aid assets nationwide. In total, the company acquired and is now operating 63 former Rite Aid and Bartell drugstores in Idaho, Oregon, and Washington. CVS Pharmacy also acquired the prescription files of 626 former Rite Aid and Bartell drug pharmacies in 15 states. As a result of the transactions, CVS Pharmacy is pleased to be serving more than 9 million former Rite Aid and Bartell drugs patients. End quote. We're excited to have completed the acquisition of select Rite Aid and Bartell drugs stores in the Pacific Northwest, as well as the acquisition of prescription files of hundreds of Rite Aid and Bartell drugs pharmacies across 15 states. Said Len Schenkman, Executive Vice President and President, Pharmacy and Consumer Wellness, CVS Health. We're helping we're helping maintain and expand access to convenient and trusted pharmacy care across the US and growing our retail footprint and presence in local communities. From our innovative pharmacy care programs to our exclusive store brand products. We look forward to showing Rite Aid and Bartell Drugs patients and customers all that CVS has to offer. To increase capacity or fill open roles to ensure patients are well served, CVS Pharmacy has hired more than 3,500 former Rite Aid and Bartell drug colleagues who were interested in joining the CVS Pharmacy team. In addition, the company has made targeted investments in existing CVS Pharmacy locations, such as scheduling additional support, enhancing recruitment and hiring, and strengthening training programs to ensure the teams are best positioned to continue to deliver service excellence to all customer and patients, whether existing or new. Rite Aid bankruptcy assets transactions completed. In May, the U.S. Bankruptcy Court for the District of New Jersey approved the sale of select Rite Aid assets to CVS Pharmacy. Following the court's approval, CVS Pharmacy began moving through the transaction process. The entire process took less than 4 months, and the last transactions for the acquisition and operation of former Rite Aid stores in Bend, Oregon, and Bainbridge Island, um, Washington, were completed on September 30th. Um, Helping to maintain convenience for the community and ongoing access to necessary prescriptions were the major factors CVS Pharmacy considered when deciding which stores and prescription files to purchase. Most CVS Pharmacy locations that receive prescription files from Rite Aid are located within 3 miles of an existing Rite Aid store, and nearly half are within a mile. Um, getting to wow, getting to know CVS Pharmacy, a trusted provider of accessible health, wellness, and pharmacy care services. CVS Pharmacy offers thousands of products, including over-the-counter medications, beauty items, and better for you food options, such as the company's well market consumables line, and delivers innovative health solutions that create a simpler, more accessible experience for patients, customers, and caregivers. In addition, CVS Pharmacy is continuing to offer many of the local brands, former Rite Aid and Bartell drugs customers have grown to know and love. A series of grand opening block parties, each featuring a DJ, food truck, and product giveaways, will be held at some of the newly converted CVS Pharmacy stores in Idaho, Oregon, and Washington throughout the month, which took place in October. So yeah, there you go, right there. I'm not gonna really get into all this stuff. So anyway, sorry to hear about the closings and stuff. So that's just crazy right there, man. And you want to know what's crazy? You want to know what's the crazy stuff? The craziest thing in this next topic involves the P challenge. What the hell? What the hell are these people were thinking coming up with the P challenge? And this is according to the folks from Forbes. Um, well, you're in for something that's not a treat. There's a new TikTok trend that has people apparently urinating in public places where they shouldn't, and then sharing evidence of the P deed using the hashtag P challenge. As you can imagine, this P challenge is more than a wee bit disturbing. I find this crazy. I find this very crazy though, because I'm listening to the Jennifer Hudson show, the talk show on Fox 5, of course. And one of the topics that kind of got my attention was this. This is the most ridiculous challenge that I ever heard in my life, though, man. And believe it or not, though, this is so fucking insane, man. What is wrong with people? What is wrong with people with these P challenge? Oh my gosh. Oh man. Oh my goodness, man. This is a terrible idea, folks. And don't try this at home either. Okay. All right, let's continue with this shit. This shit is so ridiculous right there. Oh man. Oh my goodness. Anyway, this trend certainly seems to be pissing off a number of officials and other adults around the country. For example, Ozark High School in Montana. Oh boy. Montana had to close its bathrooms because students were urinating on the floors, as reported by KY3 News. The 101.9 radio station known as The Bull didn't sound too bullish about TikTok videos showing people urinating on playground equipment at Western Plateau Elementary School and on the parking lot at of Randall High School in um, Amar- Amarillo, Texas. Such videos, oh gosh, such videos bring new meaning to the term streaming on social media. And the Bristol Police Department in Connecticut posted the following on Facebook, in quote, our department is aware of a nationwide trend of people claiming to be urinating in public places. We are currently investigating similar complaints in our city. All right. So then there's the incident that showed how this whole trend has literally gone to pot. Peter Guo reported for NBC News that two 17-year-olds with the last names Wu and Tang filmed themselves peeing into the hot pot broth at a hot pot restaurant in Shanghai, China. you basically mean to tell you basically mean to tell people that you basically dry snitched on yourself by peeing in the oh man. You basically dry snitched on yourself, man. Oh my gosh, man. You basically dry snitched on yourself, man. You played yourself too, man, doing something very disgusting. Yeah. I had to do that one. I had to do that one. Oh shit. I can't believe this. That's terrible. This is so terrible though, man. Very, very terrible, man. Um, very, very terrible. Oh, very, very, very terrible here. Um, oh boy. Yeah, that's beyond crazy right there, man. Ooh. Okay. Shanghai. Hold on, I'll be back, folks. Sorry about that, folks. I had to go use the bathroom real quick. Anyway, so where did I leave off here? Yes, that turned out to be a very costly hot take for both of them. This Wu-Tang Clan not only had to apologize, but also was ordered by a Chinese court to fork over $300,000 in damages. That's $300,000 in damages. You fucking played yourself, man, by dry snitching on yourself, by posting video pics on TikTok and other social media platforms. You you are a bunch of you are a bunch of fucking idiots, man. That's all I could tell you right there, man. These people are a bunch of idiots, man. They're a fucking idiot. And no, this is a different listen. This is a different these are different individuals. We're not talking about the rappers from Staten Island, folks. We're talking about these idiots. We're talking about these idiots who decide that it was it was ridiculously playful to actually do some shit like that. Honestly, that's not funny at all. I mean, people deserve to use the bathroom at times. Like, come on. Be serious, man. Yes, $300,000 in damages. That's stupid right there, what they did. Anyway, so yo, so so the pee challenge can lead to nasty smells. You think one clear problem with having urine that's not quickly flushed down the toilet is the smell. Yeah, there's a reason why you haven't seen too many perfumes or colognes. Excuse me. Yeah, there's a reason why you haven't seen too many perfumes or colognes named Urine 5. Oh shit. Urine 5, urine number 5, or urine number 1. Oh shit. Oh shit. This is so funny, man. This is too fucking funny, man. What the hell? What the hell's going on here? Ah, boy. Um uh oh shit. Even when you are healthy and well hydrated, your urine doesn't exactly smell like a bakery. Oh shit. Even a fucking bakery doesn't smell like urine, man. Listen, I've been to bakeries before though, and it's never smelled like urine, okay? It usually smells like food, like the bread and the desserts. Like, come on now. Y'all fucking idiots, man. Y'all fucking idiots played yourselves by filming yourselves basically peeing not only in the bathrooms, but on the playgrounds where children play. Come on. Anyway, man. Instead, it typically has a mild ammonia aroma. That's because one of the primary waste products in urine is urea. Don't ask me what that shit is, man. Don't ask me what that shit is, man, for real. Y'all look it up for yourselves, which can break down into ammonia. That ammonia smell can get stronger when you are dehydrated and the urea is in turn more concentrated. Things can get even nastier if you've got something going wrong in your body. For example, a urinary tract infection can make your urine quite foul smelling. Damn. The pee challenge can attract nasty critters, while urea and its odor may not attract any dates for you human dates. That is, it could attract other things, namely a variety of insects such as flies and cockroaches. Yeah, unlike the fucking law firm that happened and the Papa John's thing with my pal Lauren. Shouts to him. Oh shit, that's funny, man. All right, these are probably things that you don't want around, no matter how lonely you may be. Such critters not only can turn, can be nuisance. They also can carry dirt and microbes, which in turn can contaminate food, water, and different surfaces. So be careful. The pee challenge can spread infectious pathogens. Shit. Speaking of microbes, don't buy into the widespread myth that urine is somehow sterile or that it somehow has antimicrobial properties. That patches um that patches oh holy no, excuse me, I'm sorry. That Patches O'Houlihan character in the movie Dodgeball, a true underdog story, may have drunk his own urine. Ew. And some wellness influencers may be encouraging you to do so too, as I've covered previously in Forbes. But but drinking your own urine or someone else's urine for that matter would be a bad idea. Yes, it is a bad idea, you fucking idiot. So would letting urine touch any sensitive parts of your body, like your eyes, your nose, or wounds. That's because urine not only has waste products such as urea, uric acid, and ammonia. It also can contain different microbes such as lactobacillus and and stat and staphylococcus, staphy staphylococcus, staphylococcus. Jeez. These microbes may be in relatively small concentrations in normal urine when it first comes out of you. When but when urine sits outside long enough, such microbes can multiple. You mean multiply. Once outside, other microbes can get into the urine and I'm gonna say multiply, man, not multiple. Multiply as well. Moreover, if you've got a UTI, your urine will already have a lot more microbes in it. Plus, let me pause this thing. Plus, the opening of your urethra, the hole where your pee comes out, is located in a somewhat nasty neighborhood. On the on the one hand, um, you've got your genitals. There are reasons why you don't regularly store food in your underwear. One of them being that your genitals can be covered with different microbes. And other in the other direction, you've got your arm. Excuse me. In the other direction, you've got your anus. Not the planet Uranus, folks. Oh shit. Oh my goodness. Oh my fucking goodness. That's too this wow. First of all, who in the right state of mind, who in the right state of mind do you know that would put food in their underwear? That's the stupidest thing that that's the stupidest thing that I ever heard in my entire life though, man. Not in my lifetime I ever seen something like that though. But you you have to be the most idiotic person to do some shit like that though, man. You don't mix food with your fucking penis, man. What's wrong with you? Oh shit. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, man. Oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man. And we know and we and we know what happens there with so many microbes living in the neighborhood of where your pee comes out. It is quite possible that they could get into any urine that you may be spraying. Oh boy. Yeah, don't try this shit at home, man. The pee challenge also can lead to people exposing themselves in public. You stupid. Sanitation is the number one reason why humanity has established separate and private locations called bathrooms for people to, well, go number one. But that's not the only reason you typically have to excuse yourself from a date, job interview, or work meeting to urinate. Urinating requires you to expose certain parts of your body that you usually keep in hiding. Many people don't want to see those parts of the body in public, which is why there are laws such against such exposure. Yep, glad there are laws that are that are against such exposure. I'm glad it's out there. Therefore, if you are urinating in public, you are putting yourself at risk to get in trouble or even arrested. Um, some are questioning how real the pee challenge is. Did you really have to ask that question? Of course, anytime you see anything on social media these days, you've got to wonder how much of it is faking it to make it. Some have questioned the legitimacy of these posts, um, post, postulating that they could have been staged, such as using bottles, tubes, or some other kind of contraption to spray some other fluid besides the real deal. The whole may get arrested thing could be a big descent. Hold on, disincentive from doing the real thing. Nevertheless, even if some of the P challenge turns out to not be what it seems, it is still far from a good thing. It's already pissed away the time and resources of schools and other locations. And if it somehow normalizes public urination, that could bring all the aforementioned public health risk, which would be more than a wee bit of a problem. All right. Let's say we go to International Coffee Day, which is the safest thing to do. Yes, International Coffee Day. All right. So takes place on October 1st every year, making the daily journey from tropical Africa to the breakfast mugs of households all over the world. Coffee beans have been scattered all over the world for more than 600 years, and their preparation for consuming is a great example of metamorphosis. Humanity has been preparing coffee for many presentations, drinks, candies, medicine, and some ancient civilizations even used it as currency. No matter how you take it, coffee can energize you, warm you up, refresh you, keep you awake, and even catch you up with your loved ones. That's an interesting thought. Um, that's an interesting thought, though. All right, let's get into the history of International Coffee Day. According to the historical records, coffee is originally from Ethiopia, and its discovery in Africa comes with an interesting story. Around the 700s AD, a herd of goats started acting strangely, almost as if they were dancing. Their owner, their owner Caldi, discovered that they were eating a sort of red bean and concluded that was the cause of their behavior. Caldi decided to share his findings with a monk who required something that could help him stay awake all night as he prayed. But another story claims that the monk refused and threw the beans into the fire, and the pleasing aroma that came from it was just wonderful. Suddenly, coffee made its way. It made excuse me. Coffee made its way through the north into Yemen in the 15th century, where the beans arrived by the name mocha. Shortly after, they became well known in Egypt, Persia, and Turkey as wine of Arabi, and coffee houses started to open by the name of schools of the wise. Hmm. Next, Arabia became the gatekeeper for coffee, and these beans began a large scale coffee farming in southern India. In 1560, coffee made its way through Europe and quickly became popular until Pope Clement the Eighth decided that the drink must be satanic. I don't know about that one. Under inspection, he gave into the glory of the beverage by baptism and declared it a Christian drink. As the 1600s rolled on and coffee houses sprung up all over Europe, the beans followed the wave of colonization and found themselves in America. Finally, after a long time among humanity in 2014, the International Coffee Organization declared October 1st as International Coffee Day, an occasion to celebrate coffee as a beverage and raise awareness for the plight of the coffee growers. Yeah, let's go over the timeline of International Coffee Day. 1511, Mecca banned coffee, the city banned coffee because it was believed to stimulate radical thinking and idleness. 1932, an Olympic athlete's helper. For the 1932 Olympics, Brazil couldn't afford to send their athletes to Los Angeles, so the government loaded them in a ship full of coffee sold to finance the trip. 2012, the largest cup of coffee, according to the 2012 Guinness World Records, the largest cup of Joe consisted of 3,487 gallons. 2014, in Milan, the International Coffee Organization set the holiday on October the 1st as part of their 2015 Expo. All right, so let's see. All right, so International Coffee Day activities. Number one, get culturized. Coffee has been part of human civilization since ancient times. So it's the perfect day to get to know more about coffee culture. Read some facts and watch some documentaries. You might be surprised to get to know how important coffee has become to humanity. Number two, rescue traditions. Did you know there are tons of traditions and rituals that ancient civilizations used used to do with coffee? You can use it as a beauty treatment, as an insect repeller, as compost, or fertilize to spice your steaks and flavor your food, and much more. Number three, be your own barista. The coffee industry is huge, and thanks to our love for coffee, there are many different ways to prepare the drink. Turn yourself into a barista and learn how to make that complicated drink that you usually go out to order. Five facts about coffee that will, excuse me, five facts about coffee that we all need to know. Number one, long live coffee. According to a Harvard's health publishing study, coffee drinkers tend to live longer. Plus, they have a reduced risk of cardiovascular disease. Um, Number two, a precious treasure. Coffee is the second largest traded commodity right after crude oil and the most consumed beverage after water. Number three, the drink for creative and artistic people. Between Beethoven was a coffee lover. Coffee lover. It is well known that he used to count his beans before making the brew, mostly 60 per cup. Number four, not a bean, a berry. Coffee beans are called beans just because of the resemblance, but they are actually berries. Interesting. Number five, coffee resembles a neurotransmitter. Yes, it does. For medicine and psychology, caffeine is a central nervous system stimulant, and that is because it has a similar molecular structure to the um, adenosine. Hold on. Aden, aden, adenosine, adenosine. Yeah, adenosine, adenosine, which allows it to bind to adenosine receptors on the brain. Okay, why we love International Coffee Day, you ask? Every society has its coffee tradition. Coffee has been with humanity since ancient times, and every society has a culture that goes from cultivating it to preparing it. So look out for yours and celebrate. Create awareness about the coffee process. One of the main objects of this holiday is to create awareness about the process that implicates coffee's production and to promote healthy and safe methods and procedures, not only for humans, but also for the planet. Better than the alarm. Caffeine is a caffeine is a stimulant that increases activity in the central nervous system. It can increase energy levels and alertness, plus it improves mental performance. Okay, so this year, this year, 2026, Thursday, October 1st. Next year, 2027, Friday, October 1st. And 2028, Sunday, October 1st. Monday, 2029, Monday, October 1st. And 2030, Tuesday, October 1st. All right. Let's see. Let me see. Let me check something here. Let's see. Yeah, let me see. Let me see. All right. All right, I want to go over some highlights from New Year's, even though we're days into 2026. Um, let's recap. Let's recap though. Um, let's recap the performances actually. Um, so there was a star-studded lineup. Um, that 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 ring in 2026 as performers take the stage in Times Square and other cities ahead of the iconic New Year's Eve ball drop, of course. And of course, Diana Ross was there, Ciara was there, Maren Morris, Little Big Town, and Robin performed throughout that night. So let's see. And let me get that out of here. So of course, obviously, you can watch it on live stream of Fox 5 New York YouTube channel page. So let's see. So there you go. Yeah, yeah. Um, like I said, man. So wait a minute. Wait a minute here. Yeah, so Robin performed Dancing on My Own, Call Your Girlfriend, and Dopamine. Tones and I basically performed the rendition of John Lennon's Imagine. Let's see. Let's see. Who else was there? James McCarthy sings the national anthem. B.O.B., who claims that the earth is flat. No surprise, he was there as well. Um, let's see. Agnew performed, Little Big Town performed, Zavi performed, Anna Barbara performed, Maren Morris, um, of course, Sierra performed after midnight, and and um, I can't pronounce this, so I'm gonna spell it actually. So Lessserafim performed. Um, so there you go, right there, and of course, so Daddy Yankee performed. Four Non Blondes performed. Is it six? No, is it Black or Six Lack? I can't tell. Anyway, AJR performed. Big X the Plug was there. Charlie Puth performed. Chance the Rapper, Chaperone, Sierra Demi Lovato, DJ Cassidy's Pass the Mic Live, which featured Busta Rhymes, T.I., and Wyclef, along with Fillmore, Google Dolls, Jess Glenn, Jesse Morph, Jordan Davis, K-pop Demon Hunters. Let's see. Singing voices of Huntrix, HUNTR slash X, I think. Huntrix. Including EJ, Audrey, Nuna, and REIAMI. Ray Ami. Leon Thomas also performed. Lil Jon also performed. Madison Beer also performed. Marion Morris, Mariah Carey, New Kids on the Block also performed. One Republic, Pitbull, Post Malone, Rick Springfield, Russell Dickerson, the All American Rejects, Tucker Wetmore, and Zara Lawson also performed too. And 50 Cent also was there as well. So yeah, there you go right there. That was your recap of the New Year's Eve highlights of the performance that happened in Times Square. So there you go right there. Okay, so let's see. I do want to talk about a beloved dessert store that's closing down alongside with the Caribbean Soul and in honor of Super Bowl 60 weekend. I want to recommend some places to eat and drink. So let's get into it right here. Let's get into it right here in a segment that I like to call. Hold on, that I like to call. Hang on 1 second here. Let me look for it. Okay. Let's look for it. Yeah, let's look for it. Here we go. All right, so we're gonna be talking about these things in a segment that I like to call Munchies and Drinks. Let's do this. A beloved dessert store has closed its doors called Sprinkles. Here's what's happening here, according to the folks from Time Out. Okay. Let's get into this right here. Actually, yeah. It is Time Out. So let's talk about this. All right, so if you ever waited in line for a $5 cupcake or detoured out of your way to use a cupcake ATM, this one's for you. Sprinkles Cupcake is officially done, and of course this took place on January 1st. The Once Everywhere cupcake chain has closed all remaining stores and vending machines nationwide. Sprinkles Cupcakes confirmed it wrapped up operations at the end of 2025, taking roughly 15 storefronts and several um, commissary kitchens offline. As of today, every location of the formerly coveted brand is dark. Damn. Damn. Yeah. The shutdown appears to have come fast and not just for customers. Employees across multiple cities say they were notified just a day before stores closed, setting off a wave of angry posts and comments on social media. Several workers said they were kept on through the holiday rush, only to be laid off immediately afterwards. The company hasn't publicly addressed severance or notice policies. Sprinkles launched in 2005 when cupcakes were suddenly cool again. Thanks, thanks in part to founder Candace Nelson and her Beverly Hills bakery. The brand's clean design and rotating cast of flavors generated early buzz, including an Oprah shout out. Soon Sprinkles was a household name. Then came in then came the Cupcake ATM in 2012. These pink glass fronted machines dispensed cupcakes 24/7 and made sprinkles feel unavoidable in places like the Grove in Los Angeles, Disney Springs, and busy shopping districts across the country. That same year, Nelson sold the company to a private equity firm and stepped away. Nelson addressed the closure in a post on December 31st, calling it surreal and saying it wasn't how she imagined the Sprinkle story ending. She added that her thoughts were with the employees affected by the shutdown. Officially, the company cited financial conditions due to unforeseen business circumstances as the reason for closing, a reversal from recent website messaging that teased future expansion, including a forthcoming Bay Area location. Well, that really sucks, man. That really fucking sucks. You know what I'm saying? You gotta feel for the workers too. You gotta feel for the workers too, man. You know what I mean? All right. Speaking of workers, man, let's get to this. Let's get to this one. So so you probably heard it while scrolling. Yo, chef, can I get a Wagyu chopped cheese? The line has become a familiar hook in videos filmed inside Prospect Park Deli, a neighborhood staple that over the past year has turned into one of Brooklyn's most recognizable deli backdrops online. It's literally this month makes it a year. Yazin says of when the deli first started creating content. Early on, the approach was simple. We used to make regular cooking videos with no audio. It was completely different from what we do now. Then came a turning point. I decided to make a video where one of my friends orders the Wagyu chopped cheese. The video blew up and we just went with it from there. Consistency flowed. Excuse me. Consistency followed. We tried to post every single day. Yazin explains. One person walks in, then another, and suddenly people see other people coming in. It's just like a domino effect. Each platform grew differently. It really just depends, Yazin says. The inspiration to go online wasn't about rebranding the business. It was about showing what had already been there. We've already we've always had the Wagyu menu before we started recording, Yazin says. Customers were the ones who pushed the idea. A lot of people, in quote, come in and tell us, yo, we've never seen a Wagyu beef menu. Why don't you guys throw this on social media? So they tried it. We tried it once, and I guess it worked. Um, Behind the viral moments is a long family history. This was always a family owned business, Yazin says. My dad owned it for 33 years. He started working here when he was 16 and then bought the store. Yazin and his brother Adam grew up in the deli, working after school and during breaks. For their father, it was a place to learn early. Um, how to use money, how to save money, and how to speak to people. Let's see. For Yazin, deciding what kind of content to make came down to one thing: entertainment. The content that we create is more entertainment than actually making sense, he says, laughing. Over time, they began to notice a clear pattern in their audience. We try we try to aim for younger audiences. We have a large younger audience, and they make up a large part of your audience, Yazin says. Um, that trend is especially pronounced on YouTube. Most of our videos are watched by kids. We're on YouTube Kids, YouTube Education. I don't even know how it happened. It just did. Um, that unexpected audience has shaped everything from tone to editing. So we try to keep it clean now. We don't let nobody curse, nothing really crazy. Yazin explains. The structure of each video is intentional, built around holding attention at all costs. You can't have dull moments, bland moments, or a moment where somebody will swipe away. Every clip is designed to move fast. They are edited and recorded in a way where there's something happening every single second. You can't swipe away. The results is content that's fast paced, loud energy, gets you hooked, and then boom, the video's over. While the videos feel spontaneous, Yazin says they are carefully planned and selective. Guests are booked in advance through email or Instagram DMs, and while requests are constant, um, we're very picky with who actually comes and films. What matters most isn't follower count, but presence. We just look at your Instagram profile. Do you have a personality? He says. The videos aren't really about food, it's about the guest. Energy, humor, and character are key. Can you be funny? Can you be annoying? Can you act crazy? Yazin asks. You can't be boring. New York City culture is at the core of everything Prospect Park Deli puts online. Yazin says the videos aren't really shaped by the immediate neighborhoods as much as by the city's attitude as a whole. We try to keep it real, the New York style, he explains. Most customers are locals, and when people come in from out of state, the contrast becomes part of the content. If you are from Chicago, we'll have you act like how people from Chicago act, he says. But the baseline is always the same: a fast, loud, unapologetically New York energy. That authenticity has translated directly into growth. While the deli has always benefited from its location near Prospect Park, Yazin says the sandwiches were never this good in terms of demand. Now, people actively travel to try the food, with customers coming daily from places like Chicago, New Jersey, California, and increasingly from overseas. Social media helps cement the identity too. When people hear the name Prospect Park Deli, Yazin says they immediately think of the Wagyu chopped cheese. We engraved it in people's brains. That's and when she explains is pure New York. The chopped cheese has always been a city staple, and the only way to evolve it without losing its soul was to upgrade the meat. You can't really change much, Yazin says. So when people hear Wagyu chopped cheese, it's automatic. I have to go try that. The setting reinforces the idea. The deli has never been renovated, preserving the OG bodega look. If it's not broken, don't fix it, he says. Walking in feels like old school New York, except now they are serving Wagyu. Behind the camera, the operation is also a family effort. While Adam is the face viewers recognize, Yazin stays out of frame by design. When people see my brother, they flip because he's the one in the video, Yazin says. I can't do his job, and he can't do my job. Yazin handles everything behind the scenes, filming, scheduling, scripting, and directing what gets said on camera. I'm the cameraman, I'm the social media manager, he explains. Everything but being in the video. I can't cook. The videos lean into the same image, to that same image. Bodegas, delis, real New Yorkers ordering food in real time. Featuring customers has only strengthened the relationship with the community. Neighbors repost, buy merch, spread the word, and often ask to be in videos themselves. Everybody's showing love, Yazin says. That sense of togetherness in the city's relentless pace is what he loves most. New Yorkers just keep it real, he says. People think we're mean, but we're actually nice. He wouldn't leave the city for anything. I love the rush. I love always having something to do. The scale of that reach still surprises him. I thought 30,000 views was a lot, Yazin admits. Now, some videos have reached tens of thousands of views with more than a billion views across platforms combined. We definitely did not expect that. Looking ahead, Yazin says the next chapter is about playing the long game. Rather than moving away from what works, the goal is to expand it, shifting Prospect Park Deli from being seen as a business to becoming a personality people feel connected to. I want people to think of a person, not just a store, he says. That means more personality driven content and new formats that build connection beyond the counter. Long form YouTube and deeper storytelling are next. Um, what started as a joke has grown into something real, and Prospect Park Deli is just getting started. All right, so let's see. Let's see. There's another place that I want to talk about actually. There's another place that I wanted to talk about. What is it? What is it? What is it? There's another place that I wanted to talk about actually. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Um, boy. Yes, Caribbean Soul. Caribbean Soul. I want to talk about that too. What the hell? What is this? What the hell? The hell's going on here? So hold on a second. Okay, wait a second. The hell? What does that have to do? Anyway, I can't find it. Can't find it actually, but hold on. Hold on, let me try something here. Let me try something here because so let me see. The hold on. Hold on, wait a second. I'm not sharing the data. Let's find out what this is about though first. Hold on. Sorry, folks. I'm trying to look for like a summary actually for Caribbean Soul actually. If I could find gosh. So let me see. Crazy, right? Crazy. It's gonna be all right. Let's see, temporary. So I want to actually give y'all a breakdown of Caribbean Soul. Actually, for some reason, I can't even seem to. I can't seem to find it. The summary. Okay. Wait. I think I have an idea. Okay, so Caribbean Soul is a Caribbean restaurant in Queens, New York, known for its flavorful dishes like oxtail, jerk chicken, and seafood, and its unique two-story layout with a main dining room and a rooftop lounge that features live DJs and music. It offers a mix of Caribbean and American cuisine with popular items including jerk wings, lobster mac, and various roti dishes, and is a popular spot for both dining and nightlife. The cuisine and menu includes Caribbean and American, serves a variety of dishes from traditional Caribbean fare like curry goat and jerk chicken to American comfort food. Popular dishes oxtail, jerk wings, lobster mac, bang bang, shrimp, and various roti options. The drinks offers a selection of cocktails, juices, and other beverages. Atmosphere and features two levels, features an intimate first floor dining room and a second floor lounge with an open rooftop area. Rooftop lounge A21 plus party party vibe with the live DJs, reggae and R&B music. Live music sometimes features live jazz bands in the dining room. Outdoor seating offers outdoor dining with heaters. The vibe includes main dining, family friendly, and suitable for date excuse me for date nights or group dinners. Rooftop, a party atmosphere for dancing and socializing. Um, of course, casual. Smart casual is recommended dress code. That's the dress code, I guess. So apparently it's temporary closed for now, but it should be open around March 2nd from what I just read just now. All right. So that is Caribbean Soul right there. Now I want to get to hold on. I want to get to restaurant week. I want to get to restaurant week. All right, so what is restaurant week, you ask? Hold on. Let me just say. So, New York City Restaurant Week is among the five boroughs' best food holidays. Traditionally, New Yorkers and a few lucky tourists clear their dining schedules and make reservations at the city's best special occasion spots. High profile newcomers and all-time favorite restaurants for for deals unseen the rest of the year. Hundreds of destinations participate citywide with menu prices below their typical tabs. What is restaurant week, you ask? Let's see. So for New York City Restaurant Week, restaurants curate their menus and produce pre fixed selections for brunch, lunch, dinner, and sometimes all three. Saturdays are formally excluded and Sundays are discretionary. So expect regular menu prices at those times unless otherwise stated. All right, so you got so you got yeah. Let me see. So you got Zazatale, which is located in Williamsburg, Brooklyn. Let me see. Yeah, so so when is restaurant week in NYC this one? Okay, so um reservations for restaurant week winter 2026 is open now. It's open right now from January 20th to Thursday, February 2026. That's nearly a month to choose from oodles of NYC classics and recent culinary additions. And this winter price tiers are set at $30, $45, and $60. Price tiers for 2 and 3 course specials during restaurant week winter 2026. Let's see. Let's see. So we have. Let me see. Let's see. Oh boy. Let me see. All right, let's go to. All right, let's go here. Let's go here. Best things to order at NYC Restaurant Weeks. Um, Top spots for winter 2026. So let's get into this. Um, okay. Yeah, so it's from like I said, it's from January 20th to February 12th. So don't wait too long. All right. So number one, Marquette. Um, an alum of the two Michelin stars saga, India Doris struck out on her own in 2025 with the opening of Marquette, a stylish modern European restaurant that generously leans into her Caribbean heritage. Less than a year later, and she seems to have captivated us all, earning the 2025 Young Chef Award from the Michelin Guide. That that and her grilled prawn topped the list as one of the best things we ate in 2025. So there you go, right there. And so tap into Doris's Jamaican ancestry with an order of the salt cod fritters, marinated for 3 days. These lightly fried rounds come with a habanero aioli that highlights the fruit's sweetness, and the dinner is $60. Brass. Redefining what hotel dining could be is brass. Found inside the Evelyn Hotel, the brasserie serves playful contemporary cuisines for today's New York. The Art Deco styling of the space with its tulip chandeliers, massive geometric murals, and a grand piano in the center of all. In the center of it all, excuse me, makes a worthy find. Um, what to order? The RW mains hit every animal in the kingdom. We are talking chicken, steak, and even two kinds of fish. We say opt for the duck. That is by ordering the Long Island duck breast with black garlic for an additional $10. And for dinner it's $60. You can book online as well. Yes. Yeah, this one costs $60 too. C by Jung Sik. You mean the sister restaurant to Jung Sik, the very first Korean restaurant in the US to receive 3 Michelin stars? Yes, the very one. While Jung Sik explores Korean ingredients in a fine dining setting, C dives headfirst into cuisines found across Southeast Asia in a more casual sense, with chili jam eggs, tom yum noodles, and crisp pork belly with a side of nam jim. Yeah, so there you go, right there. Yeah, you get 4 courses to choose from, but the aforementioned pork belly should be one of them. And yes, it's the same price as the other restaurant that I just talked about. $60 as well. 425. Gene George's skyscraper in the sky is certainly a stellar feat. The interior at 425 is a marvel in its own right, as a sweeping staircase whisks you to the dining room with its high ceilings and dramatic array of light fixtures. But the main shine comes from the food expertly prepared by Jonathan Beno. What to order? Keeping things fresh. The team at 425 is rotating through 2 different menus for Restaurant Week. We recommend either the black anus beef chuck or the milk braised pork ravioli, depending on availability. And this one is also $60. $60 for lunch, $60 for dinner, and $60 for Sunday dinner. Yes, let's get to the ballroom at the Modern. Um, this is about as fine dining adjacent as Restaurant Week gets. It is literally adjacent to the super fancy Modern. After all, just think of it this way: the ballrooms, caviar hot dogs, typically run at $39. So eating at this Michelin starred um, um, review of RW is a steal. What to order? We say fork over the additional $20 for the um, spinach tagliatelle, as it's showered with black truffles. Expect to pay $45 for lunch, $60 for Sunday brunch, lunch, and $45 for dinner. $45 for dinner and 60 for dinner. Which one is it? I'm not too sure exactly. Let me see. Oh, let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Hawksmoor, this British import finally made its way over the pond in the fall of 2021 and quickly became one of our favorite places to get a steak in this town. Inside the cavernous dining hall, you can find chilled crab claws and oysters, tataris and roasted bone marrow, and an enormous collection of dry aged steak seared over the live fire. What to order? Pick from sea smoked salmon and land rump inside before fishing with something sweet. Toffee, the sticky toffee pudding. Um, toffee, however you pronounce it. I do apologize. And it's $45 for lunch. So there you go. Let's see. I know there's more to this. Actually, but I need to get to some other restaurants for I need to get to some restaurants at so because Super Bowl 2026 because Super Bowl 60 2026 weekend is approaching. I want to actually mention this actually. So all right, so Stout NYC. All right, so let's get into this right here. Um so this is for Super Bowl 60 weekend actually. I'm going to be getting into some places where you can actually watch the game between the New England Patriots and the Seattle Seahawks that's going to be taking place. Um I will remind people in regards to that not only on this podcast but my sports podcast as well. All right, so let's see. So you want to okay, so watch Super Bowl 60. Enjoy the biggest game of the year at Stout with 4 locations in Manhattan. You won't miss a single second of the action with over 20 TVs at every location and surrounded by super fans. We're also showing it at the Lodge in Bryant Park, Winter Village. Seating will be first come, first serve. Um, you can book a private room or a large table for your group. You can view um you can view food and drink packages and of course, so there you go right there. Um, so for smaller parties ordering a la carte, a few spots remain at Stout Fitty and Stout Grand Central. Bar seating is first come, first serve. Um, a credit card or debit card is required to hold Super Bowl table reservations. Table reservations require a $50 per person minimum spend. Cancellations made less than 24 hours before the reservations are subject to cancellation fee of $25 per person. Catering is available for pickup at all 4 Stout locations or for delivery from Feedy. You can call or email to place your order in advance. So there you go, right there. Now the menus. Yeah, so they have different types actually. So I'm not gonna go into this too much. You can follow Stout NYC on social media along with Facebook, alongside with Instagram, and I believe that's what is it, LinkedIn? I think that's LinkedIn. Yeah, so there you go right there. Um Also, let's see where you can watch the Super Bowl 60 parties. Okay, this is citytour.com. All right, so Super Bowl Sunday is almost here. And if you are not hosting, New York has no shortage of places turning the big game into an event, from rooftop watch parties to giant screens and game day buffets. February 8th is shaping up to be a choose your own Super Bowl adventure. If you want to watch in style, LC Rooftop is going all in. The Super Bowl 60 viewing party kicks off at 4 o'clock, 4 p.m. That's in the afternoon, folks. Inside the glamorous all season rooftop, perched 25 stories above Midtown. Ticket options range from an early tailgate entry with a 4-hour open bar and a game day buffet to later game day tickets and reserved tables for groups and classic Super Bowl fare like wings, pulled pork, mac and cheese, one of my favorites. I haven't had that in a long time. Potato skins, sliders, and flatbreads served alongside skyline views and Art Deco flair. Let's see. For a more immersive, everything under one roof experience, Slate New York is turning Super Bowl Sunday into a full entertainment night. The game will play on a massive 15-foot LED video wall with a function one sound system and more than 20 HD screens throughout the venue, plus access to sports simulators, darts, pool, mini blowing, foosball, and arcade games. For a louder stadium style atmosphere, um, Haven Rooftop is hosting the big game watch party in the heart of Midtown. Doors open at 5:30 p.m. just in time to grab a beer bucket, share appetizer platters, and settle in for kickoff at 6:30 p.m. surrounded by fellow fans. Looking for something that feels like a classic tailgate. Indoors, Clinton Halls, to be exact, is hosting a Super Bowl tailgate experience at its East 51st Street location where the 6 train runs, complete with an open bar until kickoff, a bottomless buffet through halftime, and tailgate games like cornhole and football tosses. Standing and seated ticket options let you choose how all in you want to go. Elsewhere, Magic Hour Rooftop is hosting a high energy big game watch party, 18 stories above Times Square, with 8 large TVs, large DJs, drink specials, and skyline views. A $39 2-hour all you can eat wings and beer package is available during the game with upgraded options offered. If you'd rather keep things casual and food forward, Timeout Market Union Square is screening Super Bowl 60 across 8 TVs, including 2 large projection screens. Seating is first come, first serve, making it easy to show up, grab bites from vendors like Fornino, Kim 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 Rai Tai, Lori Jane, Fonda Taco, and and Kebab Walla, and camp out for every play. Yeah. So there you so yeah. Watching from home, you can still upgrade your spread. Dixon's Farm Stand Meats is offering a Super Bowl 60 menu packed with BBQ favorites like jumbo wings, brisket, pulled pork, spare ribs, loaded nachos, and mac and cheese. And for bold Caribbean flavors without the prep, Golden Crust is running limited time DoorDash promotions through February 8th. Think Jamaican patties, jerk chicken wings, and more. Um, and don't forget the heroes. A classic Italian sandwich is always a Super Bowl win, whether you are feeding a crowd or just yourself. Brooklyn staple Defante's Sandwich Shop is famous for its oversized Italian heroes, while Faco's Italian specialties delivers stacked cold cuts on crusty bread. Queen's favorite Sal Chris and Charlie's Delis is known for its massive sandwiches. Um, Leone Italian Heroes offers endless Italian hero options, and Regina's Grocery keeps things classic. Sandwell, meanwhile, will be offering sandwich boxes, including favorites like meatball, spicy eggplant palm, which is short for parmesan, and more. If you are looking some, if you looking something, if you are looking um for something different, um Tamaran Tribeca is putting an Indian spin on Super Bowl snacks with butter chicken wings and crispy fried paneer sticks. Available for takeout on game day only. The limited time dishes rework classic wings and mozzarella sticks with bold South Asian flavors, offering an unexpected upgrade for any watch party spread. Also, out of the box, Tama Tamaleria La Madrina in Crown Heights, Brooklyn, New York is Super Bowl ready with banana leaf tamales, shareable antojitos, and crowd friendly prices that make feeding a house full of fans easy. Now get ready for the big game. Now, um, if you like to know where to go for where to go to eat and drink as far as like Super Bowl 60 weekend to watch the game between the New England Patriots and the Seattle Seahawks game. Um Now there is a website that I want to put y'all on. If you are from Chicago, if you are from Miami, if you are from Paris, if you are from any other places in the United States whatsoever, I want to put you on to this website where you can actually check out some restaurants where you can actually um eat at restaurants and get some drinks and desserts and stuff. So you can go to www.timeout.com. All right. When you go to timeout.com, you can check out the categories. You're gonna see things to do. Um you're gonna see food and drinks on there as well. When you click on there, you're gonna see a whole list of restaurants where they have different types of foods, different types of desserts, different types of drinks, all that great stuff that's happening for Super Bowl 60 weekend. All right. So there you go. www.timeout.com. Before I go on to the next segment and wrap up this podcast, some other there's some other restaurants that I want y'all to check out as well. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. This was like a suggest. This was like a suggestion from a TV show I was watching earlier, called New York Living. All right. Um, so let me just find it. Let me just find it right here. Let me just find it. Let me break down the other places. Okay. So okay. All right. All right. By the way, you can visit this website, citytour.com, where you can check out the list of restaurants that I just mentioned. All right. So there you go. All right. Let's see. Let's see something. Essa bagels. And let's see. Okay. So this is a recommendation that I want to actually basically get into right here. So this is called Essa Bagel. Essa Bagels right here. Now, this is a game day menu. For all you New Yorkers out there from the five boroughs, Long Island, the tri-state areas of New Jersey and Connecticut, you can check out this place called Essa Bagel. They have a game day menu. Um, they have the bagel dough pizza. They have the game day nibbles alongside with bagel sandwich box, alongside with bagel chips and dip. Um, the game day menu is only available. Is available right now. You can pre-order right now through Friday, February 6th at 12 p.m. You can pre-order right now. You can pre-order right now. So don't wait too long. That's game day menu, game day only, pre-order by Friday, February 6th at 12 p.m. You can you can do that before Friday. All right. So there you go right there. Now, let me see. So basically, this is let me just let's go over to the I want to go over to the is there history? I don't know. Let's go over this story. I want to go over this story actually. So this is what's going on here, man. If I could find it. All right. So okay, if I could. All right. In 1976, Essabago was established. So Essabago was established in 1976 by Florence and Jean Wilpon and Florence's brother Aaron Wenzelberg. Coming from an Austrian baking family, the art of baking or crafting the perfect bagel came naturally to them. Within 2 years at opening, Essabago was voted number one in the tri-state area and had attracted a loyal following. Let's see. 1993, Florence expanded the business and opened a second store at 831 3rd Avenue in Midtown Manhattan. 2013, Florence passed away. Her sister Muriel, the same name as my sister. Oh man, and her niece Melanie took over the operation. Florence always had a passion for the bagel business. It was her baby, and she nurtured and grew it with the same ingredient that continues to set Essa Bagel apart today. A lot of love. We are proud to continue and honor that tradition. Today, our family thanks you for your support over the last 50 years and looks forward to many more years to come. So there you go, right there. That's Esther Bakers. You can check out their website at www.essabagel.com. It's with two dashes. When you type it in, you're going to type in two dashes between S and A and bagel. All right. So there you go, right there. Let's see what the let's see what they let's check out their menus. I want to check out their menu. Let's see. Let's check out their menu. So they ship and deliver nationwide shipping, delivery and pickup. You can order online, catering and platters. All right, so catering menu. Let's take a look at their menu. I want to take a look at their menus actually. So let's see. Uh, uh, let's take a look at Third Avenue. Hold on a second. Hold on 1 second here. That's not it. They don't. If I can. All right. All prices quoted are per person. Minimum of 6 people for all platters. Food minimum, excuse me, and delivery charges may apply. All orders must be placed by 12 p.m. the day before or by 12 p.m. on Friday for Sunday, Monday orders. A cancellation, blah, blah. A cancellation or charge fee may be applied if your order is not canceled or charged by 12 p.m. the day before delivery or by 12 p.m. on Friday for weekend and Monday orders. Our bakers are certified kosher by Tablet K. Let's see. Let me see. Yeah. So what you gotta do is, let me see. Let's take a look at the menus. I want to take a look at their menus actually. So let's take a look here. So the menus is, let's see. Yeah. Yeah, you would have to, you would have to download the menus to your tablets. Hold on. You could do that. You can order online, you can check out you can check out their menus and stuff. So there you go, right there. All right. Let me see. There's another place that I saw earlier. There's another place that I saw earlier while watching New York Living. It's called, let me see. Okay, it's called Muddling Memories NYC. So for Essa Bagels, the place is if yeah, I want to actually find the location. So location, all right, so let me see. So it is located on, let me find the address. Let me find the address. So this is if I could get the address on here. Yeah, if I could get the address on here. Cause there's one on Third Avenue that I just saw actually. So I'm gonna actually okay, locations and stuff. So there is one by okay. Okay. Okay, address. Street address. Okay, so there is one. Let me see if I can find it. Let me see if I can find it though. The address. Where's the address? I don't see it. Street address. Okay. So There is one. Okay, so the Essa Bagel is by 831 30th Avenue between 50th and 51st Street. Um, and of course, the number is 212-980-1010. So you can place your orders of the of bagels and different type of toppings that they have there. So they open from 6 a.m. to 5 p.m. So you might want to check that out as well. And there's another one actually on 108 West 32nd Street between 6th and 7th Avenues. Um, so um, you can, the number is 917-781-4040. That's 917-781-4040. 6 a.m. to 7 p.m. And there's one on Broadway, 6 a.m. to 5 p.m. Timeout Market, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. 55 Water Street, first floor in Brooklyn, 917-781-4040. That's timeout. Yeah, there you go. So yeah, there you go. 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 All right. Modeling memories is what it's called, actually. So this is what I saw earlier while I was watching New York Living, actually. So I want to take a look at this story, actually. Let's take a look at this story. So Cody Goldstein, founder, when a drink takes someone back to a happy memory, when someone says that reminds me of, that's our whole goal. So the husband and wife team behind the experiential mixology company muddling memories. Cody and Camille Goldstein are united not only in marriage but also in business. Revolutionaries in the culinary and mixology industry, the couple has been the masterminds behind some of the most viral beverage sensations in New York City and beyond. Meet Cody Goldstein. Cody Goldstein has been at the helm of New York City's innovative mixology scene and was nominated as one of NYC's best bartenders by Time Out New York. Cody has been featured in various news outlets such as Fortune Magazine, Forbes, and the Business Insider, along with television appearances on The Today Show, Good Morning America, Bon Appetit, and more. He is also the co-author of 4 cocktail books: Tequila, Mockingbird, 10th Anniversary Extended Edition, Gone with the Gin, and Hickory, Daiquiri, Doc, and Are You There, God? It's Me, Margarita, which has sold over 500,000 copies worldwide. Cody is also the first ever mixologist to be named to the star-studded Food Council for City Harvest. And of course, Goldstein, Camille Parson Goldstein, is the managing partner of Muddling Memories and the former manager director of a private club in New York City. As a hospitality professional and tastemaker for over 20 years, her global travels have educated and inspired her to cultivate unique beverage programs that have been celebrated in Vogue, the New York Times, Architectural Digest, and New York Magazine. Let me see. She's responsible for producing all logistical aspects of MM's large-scale beverage programs. A former principal dancer with the Dance Theater of Harlem, her travels on tour fueled her passion for wine, food, culture, and the visual and performing arts. She also has made on-camera appearances alongside her husband for Epicurious and Bon Appetit. Huh. So yeah, there you go, right there. Yeah, there you go. Let me see. All right, all right, some more about Cody and Camille, co-founders in business and life with over 30 years of experience in the hospitality industry. The two have grown muddling memories into a successful business that focuses on beverage creation at home hosting. Their love story started while working in the New York City restaurant scene together. Cody, an award-winning mixologist, and Camille, a highly accredited culinary and operations maven, are the perfect couple behind the bar. Producing an event or in the kitchen, they live, breathe, and exude a dynamic love and passion for creating the ultimate drinking and dining experience. As tastemakers, they are enthusiastic about sharing their secrets and passion for pairing a great meal with the perfect drink. Additionally, they are the official cocktail experts and contributors to Tasting Table, Chowhound, and Delish magazine. So there you go. So let's see. Let's see. Some muddling memories history. Muddling Memories has overseen strategy and brand development for world renowned brands such as Patron Tequila, Urbani Truffles, Campari, Diptyque Q, Tazo, Briars, uh, Rails, Homemade, and more. They are creative geniuses when it comes to creating viral moments for their clients, infusing culturally culturally relevant happenings into news jacking opportunities that drive earned media and creating stop in your scroll social media content. Our community, the interracial and interfaith couple based out of Fort Greene, Brooklyn, have a son, Booker, and a daughter, Fielder. Camille and Cody are the only mixologists on the Food Council for City Harvest, the world's first and largest food rescue organization. So there you go, right there, man. You can check them out. Um, you can check them out. You can check out muddlingmemories.com. Um, let me find out. Hold on, let me find out where they're located before I even let me see where they're located. Hold on a second. Let me see. Um Let me get the right address. Um Let me get the right address here. So yes. Let me see. So they are so Muddling Memories is located at 300 East 62nd Street. And there is another, hold on. Yeah, so that's pretty much what that is actually. And there's also, I think there's another one. Hold on a second here. Hold on a second. Um, yeah, yeah, go to that one actually. Go to that one. Wait, wait. Hold on. Yeah, go to the one in Manhattan. Check out the one in Manhattan. 300 East 62nd Street, New York, New York. 10065. All right. All right. So, um, I think that's it for munchies and drinks. I'm gonna go to I'm gonna go to another I'm gonna go to another segment right here actually. So brace yourself. Brace yourself for the video game entertainment newsroom, all right? So there you go right there. All right. Here we go. All right. On to some video gaming news, actually. Let's see. Let me find that story actually. Let me see. All right, here we go. All right, so Sony has patented a new technology that would see PlayStation games play themselves with the help of AI, aka artificial intelligence. As described in patent documents, Ghost Player would see players call down an AI generated ghost version of the player character, which could either play out the solution to a particular part of the level or complete it entirely. The patent was originally filed in September 2024, but the World Intellectual Property Organization published an international status report on the patent this week. For example, if a player were stuck on a puzzle in a Uncharted game, the guide mode would seemingly present an AI-controlled Nathan Drake demonstrating the solution before the player did it themselves. The complete mode would simply complete the section for the player. Game modes, hold on, modes and games that assist the puzzles and combat challenges are common. Many games will allow players to skip encounters or lower the difficulty if they find them too challenging, and puzzle games often include a hint system for those who are completely stuck. However, some modern Sony titles, such as God of War Ragnarok, have been criticized for giving the player too much assistance with puzzles due to NPC companions loudly hinting at the solution to puzzles as soon as they begin. It is claimed that the AI model would be trained on existing footage of the game instead of being a pre recorded series of inputs set by a developer. The AI generated Ghost Player system appears to be an evolution of the PS5 game help system, which was launched alongside the PlayStation 5. When supported, PS5 game help could provide players with guidance via images or video via the PS5 card system, which can be called up in game. While not used widely, the system has been praised by PlayStation fans who enjoy hunting trophies due to the convenience of not having to call up a separate guide on another screen, such as a phone. It is worth noting that there is no evidence that Sony has plans to use this technology in the future future hardware, excuse me, and that patents like this have been filed by the firm and many others for years without any intention for use. AI powered in game assistants are becoming more common across all technology. Last year, Microsoft introduced Copilot for gaming, which it called an AI driven sidekick that was designed to be your personalized gaming companion. The system was pitched but the system was pitched as a coaching tool for players who are less experienced with video games. For example, um, shown at the time was a Minecraft player asking Copilot for gaming what they could do with wood. Another example shows the player on the Xbox mobile app asking the AI, want to get back into Age of Empires 4. Can you install it? The AI then installs the game for the player and offers to give a recap of what happened the last time they played the game. Another gaming article that I want to get to. Um so let's see. Let me see, let me see, let me see. Let me see this. Um all right. There's Nintendo. Okay. All right. Nintendo officially confirmed that its Nintendo Direct will take place this week. The presentation will take place on Thursday, February 5th, um, as previously reported by insiders and VGC's own sources. It will start at 6 a.m. Pacific time, 9 a.m. Eastern time, 2 p.m. GMT, and will last for roughly 30 minutes. Nintendo says that the presentation will be a partner showcase, meaning it will focus mainly on third-party titles scheduled for release on Nintendo Switch and Nintendo Switch 2, rather than games Nintendo currently has in development at its own studios. The last Nintendo Direct Partner Showcase took place in July 2025, where the featured games included Final Fantasy Tactics, Monster Hunter Stories 3, Hyrule Warriors, um, Age of Imprisonment, Star Wars Outlaws, Octopath Traveler Zero, and more. Third party games already confirmed to be coming to Switch 2 in the coming months include Yakuza Kiwami 3, Resident Evil Requiem, Fatal Frame 2 Remake, Monster Hunter Stories 3, WWE 2K26, Virtua Fighter 5, Virtua Fighter 5, um, Revo, Revo World Stage, High on Life 2, Pragmata, 007 First Light, Elden Ring, Tarnish Edition, and the Dust the Dusk Bloods. It's not yet known which, if any, of these games will appear during the direct, though viewers can expect to also see announcements of entirely new games and previously unannounced ports. Nintendo also has a number of first party games in development for Switch and Switch 2, none of which are expected to appear during Thursday's direct. The Switch is due to receive Tomodachi Life, Living the Dream on April 16th, with Rhythm Heaven Groove expected later in the year. Nintendo Switch 2 is set to get Mario Tennis Fever on February 12th, Pokemon, Pocopia, excuse me. On March 5th, a Switch 2 edition of Super Mario Brothers Wonder. On March 26th, Yoshi and the Mysterious Book in spring 2026, and Fire Emblem Fortunes Weave later in 2026. So there you go, right there. All right, there you go. There you go, right there, folks. I'm gonna wrap up right here. All right, we're gonna wrap up right here with this. Stream choices on the go. All right, here we go. Okay, make sure you follow Off the Meat Rack Chainz New York Avenue podcast on social media, which includes Bluesky Social, Facebook, Threads, and Instagram. The same goes for my other podcast shows that I do, which includes my sports platform, Excellent, Fun, Vibrant Talks podcast, and my entertainment review show, Meticulous Vibe Juice podcast. You can also follow your host with the most, G Money Stacks 555 in Queens, New York, on Threads and Instagram as well. Now, if you go to the link in bio where it says Linktree/G Money Stacks 555, you're going to see a whole list of podcast feed links for audio streaming platforms, which includes Odyssey, Audible, Audio Burst, Amazon Music, Apple Podcasts. Don't forget to leave a 5-star rating on Apple Podcasts. With a 5-star rating and a review, it really helps me as a content creator and host of multiple podcasts that I'm doing. You can also share this. You can also share this with every single person that you could think of. Whether it's your wives, your boyfriends, your girlfriends, husbands, anybody. All right. All right. So the show is on Castbox FM, Deezer, Listen Notes, Moon FM podcast, Overall FM podcast, Pandora, Player FM, Pocket Cast, Podo Polo, Podorama, Podcast Index, Podcast Addict, Podchaser, Podverse, Podcast Guru, Podcatcher, Podcast Republic, Snipped. You can also add the podcast to your Spotify playlist. Make sure you turn on your notifications on Spotify so you will be able to know when each episode will be uploaded. Now, you can also listen on Spotify for creators, followed by TuneIn Radio, Fountain, Good Pods, iHeartRadio, the number one app where you can listen to your favorite music artists, whether it's rappers, R&B singers, pop stars in different music genres, hip hop artists. You can even listen to your favorite AM and FM radio stations. And you can listen to the podcast episodes for free. You don't need a credit card or debit. You don't need a credit card or debit card to download iHeartRadio. All you need to do is follow this comedy show right here, Off the Meat Rack Chainz New York Avenue podcast on iHeartRadio, alongside with the other audio streaming platforms that I just mentioned. All right. Make sure you press follow on iHeartRadio so you don't miss out on any episode uploads. Also, make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel page of G Money Stacks 555, where you can see all the episodes being uploaded to the YouTube channel page. You can also listen to the podcast episodes in the podcast playlist. All right. In case you're wondering how you're going to be able to listen to the episodes, you can listen to it on the podcast playlist. All right. Um, also, leave a like and a comment alongside with the topics. Tell me how you feel about the topics in today's episode, including some food restaurant recommendations for Super Bowl 60 this weekend that's happening. I will remind y'all where it's going to be aired and before I close out this show right here. Yes, so share the Linktree link with your husbands, your wives, your boyfriends, girlfriends, people you're cool with from work. Your husbands, your wives, your boyfriends, girlfriends, friends, people you're cool with from work, and along with others. You can share the video. You can even download the episodes as well, which helps a lot. And also you can also enable alerts by clicking the notification bell, so you'll be able to know when I'll be on the air via live stream with new recordings, and of course new episodes will be dropping on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. And of course, make sure you do this. Make sure you subscribe to my other YouTube channel pages. My other podcast YouTube channel pages are the sports YouTube page of Excellent Fun Vibrant Talks podcast, alongside with my entertainment review show, Meticulous Vibe Juice podcast. Make sure you subscribe over there as well. All right. And make sure you click on the notification bell for both of the YouTube channel pages, including this one right here. All right. So there you go, folks. All right. That's gonna do it for me, man. I'm your man G Money Stacks, aka the Gregonator. Rhymes when now or later. And I'd like to say thank you to every single one of you out there for tuning in to the episode. You could have listened to any other episode. You could have listened to any other podcast in the whole world, but you chose to listen to this podcast right here. Remember, the grind doesn't stop. Hard work pays off. If you want something, you have to work hard and earn it. It's not going to be given to you on a fucking silver platter. Find your niche. Don't let anybody stop you from following your goals and dreams, regardless if it doesn't involve whether you're making money or not. All right. Also, I want to say, if you plan on starting a podcast, please make sure you be on your P's and Q's. Creatively, mentally, emotionally, physically, and spiritually, that gets you into your zone, alongside with tunnel vision. And of course, be yourself behind the microphone as you are recording your podcast episodes and your topics. All right. So I want to remind you folks at home, man, that's listening right now. If you have any Super Bowl 60 plans, you can check out the restaurants that I just mentioned to you earlier. by going to www.timeout.com. All right. Um, I just wanted to mention this because before I forget, I wanted to mention this though. Super Bowl 60 alongside with Bad Bunny's halftime show performance and other surprises, the New England Patriots versus the Seattle Seahawks is going to take place on Sunday, February 8th on at 6:30 p.m. 6:30 p.m. on the dot on NBC. All right. That's Sunday, February 8th at 6:30 on NBC. All right. So there you go right there. There you go right there, man. Um I will be back with another episode with I'll be back with another episode and I'll be back next time. See you on the flip side. Stay tuned for more new topics in the next episode. All right. Um I'm about to wrap up right here. Peace and one love. I hope you folks at home prepare yourself for Super Bowl 60 weekend. And yeah, I'll see y'all next time. Peace and good night.